Hello and namaste everyone. Welcome to my channel Computer and Code. In this video, we will be seeing the logical operators of Java. So logical operators is one of the categories of operators. So there are different types of operators in Java like arithmetic operators, assignment operators, logical operators, ternary, unary and bitwise operators. So, and also comparison operators we have. So all these operators are providing different symbols using which we can perform different categories of operations on the variables or data used in program. So operator is nothing but it is a symbol which can perform operation using which we can perform operation on data. The data can be variable or anything which is used as data in the program. So operators, that is logical operators in Java, we have as and, or, not. So we have three logical operators in Java as and, or, and not. And is represented using ampersand symbol, that is 2 times ampersand symbol is the and operator, or is represented using 2 pipe symbols, and not is represented using the exclamation mark. So this one is and 2 pipes when we use it is or, and when we use exclamation mark it is not. So when we are using when we are using and operator, it will give true result when all the conditions satisfies. So it is true when all conditions true. So whatever conditions we are mentioning, if all are satisfying, then only it gives you true. So logical operators in general we use while using multiple conditions in program. At a time when we want to check multiple conditions at that time, to separate conditions or to combine conditions, we can say we use logical operators. We can use and, or not along with those conditions. So when we are using and, it will give you true result only when all the mentioned conditions satisfy. And then when we are using or, at that time it will be true if at least one condition at least one condition true. So if any one condition is true, then it gives true result. So any one condition, if 5 conditions are mentioned, if any one is true and other 4 are false, then also it gives true result. Whereas in case of and, if 5 conditions are there, if all the 4 are true and one of the condition is false, then it gives false result. So all the 5 conditions must satisfy and give true for and, whereas for or, if any one is true, at least one is true, then it gives true. Then we have not operator, which will invert the result. The true result will be made as false and false will be inverted to true. So if whatever is the result of condition, that will be inverted or reversed. So it makes true to false and false to true. So let's see how it works. So this is about the logical operators. So I'm using here the block comment instead of single line comment. So and, or, not. Now for using these three logical operators, I am here declaring two variables a and b, and a value I am giving here as 10, b value as 20. Now let's use simple and very simple examples I'm taking here. So I am directly using in println statement the logical operators. So it will be directly printing true or false. So the first one condition I am taking as if A is greater than B. Then the second condition I am taking as if A is greater than 50. So here, sorry, here it should be parenthesis like this. So the first condition which I have given is A greater than B. Second condition is A greater than 50. So only two conditions I am taking, and in between I am taking the AND operator. So now let's see what will be the result of this. So A value is 10, B value is 20, you can see. So if I execute, I get false. This is because A value is greater than B. 10 is greater than 20 is false. Also, A is greater than 50. 10 is greater than 50 is also false. Both the conditions are not true, so total result is false. Suppose I give A value as 100, and if I run, then true we will get. This is because A value is greater than B, that is true. 100 is greater than 20, and A value is greater than 50, that is also true. So we are getting true. Both the conditions are true, that's why we get true. Now if I give here 50, just 50, or let's take 49, and if I run, then I get again false. Now one condition is true, A greater than B is true, 49 is greater than 20 is true. The first condition satisfies, but the second condition is false. So because one condition is true and other is false, total result will be false. So for AND operator to result true, to give true, all the conditions mentioned here must satisfy. Now if I write OR operator here in the same place where we got false for AND operator, that is A greater than B is true and A greater than 50 is false. One is true, one is false. But we are using OR operator for now. So when I run, I get true, because if any one condition is true, it gives true. And if both the conditions are true, then also it gives true. So both the conditions true, then also it gives true. It will be false only when both the conditions are false. Like if I give 10, it is not greater than B and also not greater than 50. So now it will give false. So that this is how OR operator works. Now let's take NOT operator. So if I surround again with parenthesis, if I enclose it with parenthesis and outside I am keeping the NOT operator. So this was false. The result for this was false when I am taking 10 as the A value. So it makes it true. If I remove this exclamation mark and run, I get false. But if I write here exclamation mark and run, it makes the result as true. Or simply if you want to take, I'm not keeping any condition, just I will keep true. So if I give not true, then it will give me false. And if I give not false, then it will give me true. So it just inverts the result. So that was about logical operators in Java, and or not.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe or follow for more updates.